Hi guys, welcome to another day of learning. We're going to continue with fractions, but before we do that, remember you will need paper or a journal and pencil. So if you don't have that with you, go ahead and pause the video and grab it and come back. Alright, let's begin with number talks as usual. Our problem for today is 13 plus 291. So go ahead and write that down, solve it, and then join me so that you can watch as I solve it. Remember, you can use whatever strategy you want. Your strategy does not have to be the same as mine. Okay, let's see if we came up with the same answer. Again, our problem is 13 plus 291. For this problem, I am actually going to use decomposition to solve this problem. I'm going to decompose. So I'm going to start off with my 10 over here. I'm crossing it out so that I remember that I already used it. 10 plus 90 I've decided to add my 10s first. Please excuse my handwriting. This is very hard to manipulate. Alright, 10 plus 90 equals 100. And now I'm going to add this 200 to my 100. So crossing this out again. Notice I also crossed out the 200 up there. 200. Plus 100. Oops. Let's fix that. Alright. Equals 300. Just by doing this, you probably already figured out the answer. Alright, so as you can see, all I have left are my 3 and my 1. So we know that 3 plus 1 equals 4. I'm going to cross off my 3 and my 1. Now all I have to do is add 300 to 4. Again, I'm going to cross out my numbers as I use them. 300 plus 4. Okay, let's get the 300 plus 4 equals 304. Did you get 304 as your answer? If you did, congratulations! You're doing a great job. If you didn't, please check your work and see where you went wrong. Go ahead and make your corrections. Alright, we have a second number talk today. It's 13 plus 291 plus 89. If you want to, you can use the previous problem to help you solve it. So go ahead, write the problem down, then pause the video, and then you can watch me as I solve it. Alright, we have our problem here again. It's 13 plus 291 plus 89. And for this problem, I chose to decompose again. If you use the previous problem of 13 plus 291 and then use the answer of 304 and then just added it to 89, that's fine. I am not going to use that route just in case some of you didn't as well. I'm going to use just normal decomposing as if I didn't even have the problem before. All Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is add my tens. I'm going to add 2 of them at a time because I can look at my problem right now and I can see I have a 9 here in my tens place. I also have this 1 and this 8. So I know that I can make another 90 and then add my doubles. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to add 10 plus 80. Let me say that 8s are very, very hard to make with this. Anything with a curve, really. Alright, 10 plus 80 equals 90. Alright, so like I said before, I noticed that I haven't had a 9 here. So I started with a plan in place. So now I'm going to add this 90 to this 90. Let me cross this out so I don't have to use it again. 90 plus 90 equals 180. Alright, and I know this because I know that 9 plus 9 equals 18, and then just bring your 0 over. Alright, so now let's see. I'm going to add my 200 to my 180. Let's cross out the 2, 200, plus 180. Okay, again, I'm going to cross this out. As you're doing longer problems, it's very important to cross out your numbers as you're working with them so that you do not get confused. 200 plus 180 equals 280. Alright. Oops, sorry. That should say 380. It's a good thing I checked my work. Oops. Alright, I have some fixing up to do here. Okay, this is 180. It's a good thing we don't need it anymore. And this should be 380. Alright, here we go. Alright, so 380. Now I'm going to add my ones. I have a 3 here, 1, and a 9. 3 plus 1 plus 9. I can see right away that 9 plus 1 equals 10, and 10 plus 3 equals 13. So now all I have to do is add 380 plus 13. And if you don't want to rewrite the problem, you can just add it like this. It's perfectly fine. But I'm going to rewrite it. 380 plus 13 equals 393. If you got 393 as your answer, congratulations. Good job. If you didn't, please check your work, find out where you made your mistake, make sure you wrote the problem correctly. Alright, here's our learning target for today. I can partition circles and rectangles into halves, thirds, and fourths. Let's look at our I do. Which circles are partitioned correctly? Remember, it's not a fraction if it's not partitioned correctly. It has to be equal. That's our main goal. Let's label them to see. All right, I can look at these fractions right away. And what you can think about is, are you getting your fair share? Does everyone get a fair share? When I look at this first circle, I can see that it's not even because the curves right here, the two end pieces, are smaller than the one in the middle. Right here, we have our peace sign. And if you remember, the peace sign for a circle is the only way to partition it correctly. So this one has been partitioned correctly. Over here we have the whole half here, and then the two pieces over here. So this is definitely not partitioned correctly. And here we have another peace sign, or if you want to look at it as a Mercedes symbol. This is also partitioned correctly. So if we look at this, we have 1/3 here, 1/3 here, and 1/3 here. If you add all your thirds together, you add the 1 and 1 and 1 together, you'll get 3/3, which is the same as 1 whole. Okay? So remember, your numerator talks about the pieces, the different parts that are questioned, and your denominator talks about how many pieces altogether. In this case, we have 3 pieces altogether. Okay, now here's your we do. Find all the pizzas that are partitioned into halves, thirds, and fourths. Remember what I said about partitioning. When do we know it's a fraction? I'll let you think about that. Pause the video and try to solve it, try to figure it out. All right, here's how I solve the we do. We have this circle, or pizza, all of these pizzas have been partitioned correctly into thirds, halves, and fourths. So you can pause this video and look at what I did to find out how I know that they are partitioned correctly. And I know this because each part is equal. Remember, when you partition correctly, it has to be equal shares. So as you can see, the ones that I've circled all have equal shares. This, for example, is definitely not partitioned correctly, nor is this. So we know something is partitioned correctly when it has equal shares. All right, time for you to go do your independent practice. Have fun. Bye.